Hello dear viewers, welcome to yet another episode of our YouTube tutorial videos. So in this particular tutorial video today, I'm going to show you how we can cut sections of already designed models, and so you can also be able to know how section fails and also the cuts, how they're able to work and how you're able to view housing component inside models, and how you can also be able to manipulate the section planes to suit your views in any particular order. So before we proceed with this particular tutorial today, I will ask you to kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you cannot miss any of our upcoming tutorial videos in this particular platform. Also, I wish to remind you to share, like, and even comment any part of the video that you may not understand, or any video that you wish me to do in the coming days. So thank you, and let us get along. So in this first model that I have here, one thing that I want to do is to make sure that I position my model well, especially based on the plane that I wish to cut the section. So once I've realized that I need to view the front of this particular model, I'll just simply put it, position it, in a manner that will enable me to just point at the particular plane, so that I'll be able to do this easily. So the first thing that I'll do, I'll go to the tools section, then I'll scroll down and get the section plane, then I'll click on it, then I'll see an unlocked plane that is prompting me to just position it somewhere on that house model, so that I'll be able to view that particular part well. So once that is done, I make sure that it is so adjacent to the structure. Once that is done, I'll simply click on it, then you'll realize that the upper part of that roof ceiling is done. You can also cancel that and then ensure that it is well captured, so you can still position the house model in a manner that is easy to undertake. So I'll click on that, then I'll come to this, make sure that it's touching the wall, yeah. Then after that is done, I'll simply go again, and then what I can do, I can name the section, and I can also be able to give it a symbol for easy identification. So what I'll do is I simply have this as section 1, then I'll have the symbol as A, just to make sure that it is identified. Then I'll click OK. Yeah, so you can now get the reassurance that whenever you look inside this structure, you're able to see the components that are inside the house easily. So you can see that here we have the kitchen, and we also have part of the bedroom. So I just want us to appreciate that when you cut sections, it becomes easier for you now to view the components of the model without having to use the look around tool. So for example, if I let me just undo that selection. Let us undo that selection, and we realize that the reason why the section becomes of use in this particular context is that I don't have to struggle so much to look at the component from this angle. For example, let me click on this, and then use the, let me say, the look around tool, so I can simply come here and scroll in, and you can realize that it becomes tiresome when using. It becomes tiresome because you'll have to position your camera in various angles for you to see the components of the house. Yeah, so I think this is just like a simplified process where you're able to view components of your model without having to struggle. You see, so this is a bit tiresome, it's cumbersome to use. So I think the only rational thing to do is the only rational thing to do now is to ensure that we are able to view those particular components openly without obstructions. Then another thing that I want to highlight in this is the section fields and section planes. I want us to appreciate one thing, that you are just able to see this when those particular elements such as the section fields and planes are activated. So to ensure that those particular items are activated, you'll go to the view part of the menu, then check whether these boxes are ticked. You can see that we have section cuts, section fields, and even the section planes. So I want us to see what happens when we uncheck those selections. For example, let us look at section cuts. You'll realize that it's able to come back to the original model. So I'll also look